It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Man, oh man, we don't just want to be the best company in the world, but we want to be the best company for the world. And we know for a fact that we can do so. Ali Midawi here, Global Master Trainer of the Young Entrepreneur Project, with a brand new installment of Yep Daily. And today I'm talking to you future or current network marketing professionals. I'm talking to those who are considering, wanting, or have been in the MLM space. And I believe that there are 3 elements that could keep you dead broke and a number in somebody's happy downline, or you can actually create success for yourself. And the reason I want to give you these is because I was you once upon a time, where I was just hitting my head against the wall. What am I doing so wrong? I'm working so hard. I'm putting all the hours. I'm putting all the time. I'm sharing with people. I'm bringing you guests, but I'm just not having any wins. Well, today I'm going to share with you those 3 pieces that I genuinely believe in my 14-year career on and out of network marketing. I've consulted, I've trained, I've spoken for many network marketing companies. I've done over 500 conferences in this space. And I know for a fact that from my little bit of experience, and I insist on little bit of 14 years compared to all greats from all around the world, I can definitely sum up those 3 things as to why you're not having any success, if you're not, for that matter. So let me see who's here with us. Let me know. Good morning from Sydney. Weenie, how are you? What's going on, Paul? Do yourselves a favor. Tag a friend who needs to hear this information, because there may be in the right opportunity, but they're doing the wrong things, or they may be doing the right thing just in the wrong opportunity. And this is going to be straight to your face kind of message, because I don't sugarcoat anything. Honey, I am not a baker. I don't sugarcoat it. So let's go about the 3 things and the reason why you got to be aware of them. First things first, ask yourself this question. Why did you join a network marketing opportunity? I mean, out of all things you could have been doing around the world, you join network marketing, right? The industry that has had stigmas and bruises for 80 plus years. Network marketing has evolved, has grown, and it's become something completely different. If you are operating your network marketing opportunity today like you did just 5 years ago, you are living in the fax machine days. You are living in the DVD days. You are living in the cassette tape days. You are living on the VCR tape. Everything changed. Network marketing opportunities and companies that used to be like, I'm going to plant my flag in here and I'm going to work it for 15 years, 20 years, and I'm going to live off of it forever. That still exists from some old schoolers. I consider myself old school as young as I am. But here's what I do know. Now it's turn and burn. Now it's like, let's go and get another fast action bonus or fast start bonus and go to the next. Now it's all about multiple sources of income. The game changed a little. The lifespan of somebody committing to network marketing goes from 3 to 5 years max. Even the top earners, even those who earn the big checks. Now, today, I'm going to talk for those of you who want to be committed and want to create success. First things first, understand, unless you have a foundation of your network marketing company, meaning you have successful money coming in, I wouldn't advise you on doing multiple network marketing companies. And the reason I'm telling you this, it's like marrying multiple spouses. you don't have a foundation, you don't have anything strong, and you're trying to do, 5 different things, which means you're giving your attention, your effort, only a fifth of the effort per each company. And here's the thing. If I joined your network marketing company and I find out that you're doing another company, I'm going to be very disappointed. And the reason that is, I invested my family money. I invested the last little bit that I might have had. I invested my savings in you. And that's because you told me this is the best company ever, Ali. And then I find out that the other company happens to be the best company ever. So I'm going to feel like you either lack integrity or you don't understand what building a business really means. Now, that's okay if you are building multiple network marketing companies, but just be honest about it. Let the world know, hey, I actually operate in multiple different verticals or multiple different industries. And I found that I'm really good at managing multiple things, but I think you should focus on one. See, if you educate the person that you are working with and you let them know, hey, I'm going to work with you in this area, that there's nothing wrong with it. Where things become wrong is when the hype marketing happens and just let me get a commission out of you and I'm going to go and play somewhere else. That is dangerous in my humble opinion, because you're playing with people's hope. You're playing with people's passion. You're playing with people's last little bit of dreams that they had, and they looked at you as the person that's going to help them out. So please, please, please do not confuse my message as you do what you want. It's your business. It's your career. It's your reputation. However, my professional opinion is, if you're going to do multiple network marketing companies, make sure that you are communicating with the person that you are working with. Otherwise, that person is going to eventually find out and they're going to feel really, really disappointed in you and your lack of integrity. So just be straight up about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. For those of you who might not be able to handle multiple network marketing companies, multiple communities and leaderships and trainings and seminars and webinars and conventions, well, here's my advice to you. Stick with one. And the reason I say that, once you get a conglomerate of a paycheck every single week or every single month, then you can go ahead and diversify. And if you are going to diversify, make sure it's something that is congruent with what you already have. I have a big, non-negotiable rule. If it doesn't add value into the community that I'm with and the people that I'm working with, and if it interferes in any way, shape, or form, if it takes an ounce, a dollar from the value that I provide to my community, I want nothing to do with it. I don't care how many millions of dollars I can make a day. It will not be along with my core values. Now, some of you may hear, I don't care if it's millions of dollars, I'm going to say no. Your mindset is limited, because I'm aiming for billions. Millions are chump change for me. See, that is a different mindset that allows me to understand it and be self-aware, right? Know thyself, where I stand, and stand lead to standards. So by default, I know exactly where I operate and I stay in my lane. I focus on one opportunity, one company, one field, and I set them up to succeed. And whenever there's something that makes sense for me, I include my whole team in that one thing that would make sense. Does that make sense or does that make sense? Good. I'm glad you're with me. Now, let me go ahead and give you those 3 things that I talked to you about. You ready for it? The very first thing that could keep you dead broke or make you a whole lot of money in network marketing is this. You got to ask yourself and have a check mark next to this question. Am I passionate about the product so much so that even if there was no compensation plan, I'll keep on not just buying it, but sharing it? See, if you said, yes, absolutely, but not just for me to make me feel special in here. No, truly, in the comment, if your product or service, not opportunity, had no compensation plan to it, would you buy it every single month? And would you refer everyone and their mother, even if there is $0 attached to it? You can't make a compensation dollar on it. Would you still buy it and recommend it? If your answer is 100% yes, put a check mark next to that. You are in the right place. That's 1 out of 3. If you said anything less than 100% yes, I have bad news for you. Your actual focus and your passion are not aligned with your activity. So no matter how much, I don't care how much you tell me that you are excited and you can make a whole lot of money, I and everyone else is going to sense that you're not 100% sold out. Plus, you're going to start cheating yourself. You're going to start cutting corners. You're going to start ordering just a little tiny bit instead of actually ordering what you need. Because if you believed in it so much, boy, you're going to make sure that every single person around you tastes it. And if you are not passionate about it, how are you going to buy it? How are you going to manage your budget around it? See, it's not that we don't have money to buy our products, it's because it's just not something that I'm really passionate about. Therefore, I don't move my money around to order that product or to order that service. That's just how it works. And that's okay. But make sure you are aware of it, because if you are 100% sold out that you'll buy that product or service every single month and refer everyone to it, even if it makes you no money. Now, you may say, well, that's crazy. Who would do that? You do it all the time. You want to know how I know that? You're arguing and recommending things. iPhone versus Android. You are going crazy. You're crazy. iPhone is the best thing ever. That's me, by the way. I do that all the time. I poke on people all the time. I'm like, what do you got? Like a kid's cell phone? Get yourself an iPhone. I don't get paid from Apple. Right? Like there's no compensation on it. But I am continually purchasing the newest one that comes out. I'll probably get another one in December. And then every 6 to 10 months, I'm getting another one because I have to have the latest iPhone. And I tell everyone about it. I brag about it and I market it, even if there's no compensation to it. You got to have that kind of passion just because you got to be such a fan of that product and or service. So you are already doing it. The question is, do you have that very same feeling about your company's product and your company's service? Again, if it's 100% yes, put a check mark next to that. Congratulations, you won for 3. Let's go to the second one. Do you see a progression in your income, even if it's just another $10 more than it was last week, last month, or specifically, I like to give it a good 90 days. If you take a look at the last quarter, have you seen any growth and any progression between the day you started and where you are right now? Now, if you are, congratulations. That means that you found a compensation system, because there are different systems in network marketing. There's binary, there's unilevel, there's dual, there's a hybrid, there's just straight up affiliate. There are so many ways that you can make $1 million in the online space. However, not every way or every style is going to be applicable and matching your lifestyle, your behavior, your community, your culture. So you got to be aware, is it that I'm doing something wrong? Or is this system just not the right system for me? Because in a binary, you have to start with 2 teams, right? You put one on the left, one on the right, and then whatever happens goes on the bottom. By default, it helps everybody above you. That's a good system for many people. But many others say, yeah, but I'm limited to the power team and the pay team. I would much rather have a limited unilevel, right? Where I can build with as many people and I can control the outcome of those who are frontline to me. Guess what? Awesome stuff. Great stuff. Let's go for it. If that's what works for you, that's what will work for you. So the question is, are you seeing progression? And if you're not, is it you or is it the system that is not working for you? If you identify that answer, that I am in the right system where I see growth and progression, and by the way, the best way that you can identify if you are in the right system or not, are you having fun? And I'm not saying from a social aspect, no, from a business building aspect. You feel the thrill. My God, I can't wait to go for prospecting again today. I can't wait to get 30 no's today. I can't wait to get one person who's going to lie to me and say, I'm signing up tomorrow, and then doesn't sign up. I can't wait. Yes, I insist. Those are the thrill of building the network market inside of things, right? So that if you have progression on your compensation, on your earnings for the last 90 days, put a check mark next to that. If you don't, you are to have a conversation with your support team. And I'm not saying your direct upline. I'm telling about that person who presents and makes money, and have an honest conversation. Listen, man, you're saying that this compensation is it, that you're making good money and everybody around you that you're working with is too. So clearly I'm doing something wrong. Can you please educate me, show me? Maybe I'm not understanding it. Maybe I'm not understanding the behavior that I need to have around it. Maybe I'm just not doing enough. And by default, once you get that blueprint of what you need to do, because if you want what I have, do what I do, right? That's what I always say. So you ask that person, what are you doing to maintain income on an ongoing basis, week in and week out? How are you doing this for yourself and for your team? And by default, give it another 90 days. Now, after that 90 days, if you follow that blueprint and still nothing is moving, but I mean, you're following the blueprint. Don't BS, don't exaggerate, don't lie. Don't say I did what you told me while you really didn't do anything at all. Now, don't do it just for one day. No, for 90 days, right? Take Sunday off, but go from Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday at least, where you're doing exactly what you're being told. If you don't see progression, I got bad news for you. You have a big, but if you are seeing progression, congratulations. But give yourself 90 days, though. It's not fair to the company or your support team to give a day or a week or a month. You got to give it an honest 90 days, and then you can make an educated business decision. Okay? If you do, that's 2 for 2. Here's the third one. Now, this is the scariest one. This is a little bit hard, and you'll probably get why in a second. So the third one is your support team, not your direct upline, but your actual active leaders, trainers, speakers, closers, or whomever they are, top earners. Are they just as invested in you as you are in their business, or are you just a number in their downline? Are you just a window in the corner of a Zoom? Are you just another person, whether you exist or not? It doesn't make a difference for them. And when I say doesn't make a difference, that means it doesn't make a difference financially. It doesn't make a difference emotionally from a community standpoint. Like, there is no vested emotional or financial interest in you. Now, why is that an important piece? See, when I'm building, anyone that I'm personally working with is my personal partner. And as a personal partner, I don't just say, call me when you need me for a 3-way call. We are going to prospect together. We're going to build together. We're going to do lives together. We're going to feature each other on podcasts together. We're going to do public speaking together. My network becomes your network. My audience becomes my audience. My enrollments, my recruitments become yours. By default, you are benefiting from my influence and my network. Therefore, I'm by default putting you in a position to win. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a partnership, 50-50. I'll do 50% of the work, but you got to do the other 50. Otherwise, you're going to see me grow ridiculously, but you're just sitting in there and saying, good job, Ali. That's not the point, of course, right? So if your field leaders, your top earners, top producers are not as invested in you, how do you know that? Here are a few things that you figure that out. Do they reach out to you at least once a week and saying, hey, I'm just checking on you. Hey, are you okay? Hey, I didn't see you in the last 2 Zooms. Hey, what's going on in your life? I saw a post that you were asking for prayers. If you don't get that personal touch, now that top earner cannot work with everybody. This is why when I train top earners and I advise top earners, I say you need to pick your best 5 to 10 people, and that's all you can handle. Those are the individuals that you're going to commit to your attention, your effort, your financials, and teach and educate and empower them to do the same with their own 5 to 10 people. And by default, you're going to have an incredible organization. You can't be everything to everyone. And I guarantee you, I give you my word, you will not be able to please everyone. From my own experience, I can go the distance. I can put my card on events. I can pay for people. I can do everything that's in I can plug people in business. And eventually that one person is still going to find something to complain about. That person is going to say that they're not happy and they want to quit. That person, because it's not something that is a reflection on me. It's an internal limitation of their own belief, but they're just using me an excuse to say, finally, I quit. And that's okay. I can go to sleep comfortable at nighttime. So you can't be everything to everyone. So as a leader, as a top earner, as a presenter, you need to pick your 5 to 10 top guns, your 5 to 10 superstars that you're saying, okay, I don't care if you have 1 or 100,000 people. It's me and you all the way to the top. Our core values align. Our mindset is in the same page. I got your back with the 3-way calls. I refer people and help you out, and so on and so forth. If you are not doing so, guess what happens by default? You are going to be that guy who's not appearing to the person. You are going to be that person who, I see him in Zooms, but he's not really I don't make a difference for him. So whether I quit or I stay, it doesn't make a difference. And now your team member is following all those shiny objects. Now I spoke to you now as a leader. Let's flip that script. If you just got started, or if you've been in for a while and you are not getting the immediate attention, you don't have somebody that is invested in you, someone that's always available for you for 3-way calls, somebody you text, they text you right back. Right back. You say, hey, I don't know how to answer this person. They give you a voice message immediately and right away. Hey, here it is. Here's what you need. I got your back. See, when you have that relationship with that sponsor, with that leader, with that top earner, you're set up to win a lot better than most people. Now, don't get it twisted. You still have to work hard. but you are set up to win. You have the first row seat, so you can literally get speed, not just learning little by little every Monday night training or Thursday night training. No, no, no. I'm talking about immediate answers, immediate results, immediate three-way calls, immediate assistance right away. Plus, that leader is going to feature you, is going to put you on a pedestal, set you up to look like an influencer to everybody else. It's guilty by association in a positive way, right? My network is your network. My audience is your audience. I'm telling you, if you have that kind of investment from a top earner or top leader in your company, you are set up to win. If you don't, here's the scary part, what you need to do. Now, this may be a little scary, but you're going to have to do it. You need to reach out to that person, that top gun, that, whomever that person is. And by the way, in my career, and I've been a top earner many times over, and I don't say that to brag. I don't show my possessions, cars, none of that stuff. But I'm saying that I've been in that role a few times in my career, and being in that role, there's nothing more exhilarating, more exciting when I get somebody send me a message. Hey man, I'll do whatever it takes. I will work day and night. I'll go the distance. I just need you to work with me every single day. I need you to give me exactly blueprint. I need you personally to mentor me. Now, I have a few people that I'm working with, and guess what? That's fine, but we're going to set up an expectation agreement. Here's what you expect from me. Here's what I'm expecting from you. I will literally change my calendar for my family time. I will do whatever it takes, but you better perform. If you're not willing to perform, you're just eating out of my plate, and you're not necessarily washing the dishes. You're just eating out of my appetizer plate, and you're not willing to get in the kitchen and cook with me. You just want to sit there and eat while I keep on providing food, and that's not okay. But I will tell you, you need to reach out to that top earner and say, hey, I am the reason you're going to make another $100,000 this month or this year or this day. And I know for a fact that I have everything that you are looking for in a mentee. And I want to work with you personally. If you invest time and energy and resources in me, I'll do whatever it takes, and I will be the reason why we're ranking advancing for the next 90 days. That's the conversation you need to have. Now, two things are going to happen. They're going to say, I love it. Let's go to work. Here's what I expect you to do. Here's your income-producing activities. Here's your daily method of operation. Here's the book that I'm reading. Here's this. You need to keep up with me at my level if you want to operate with me. Or you're going to get something like this. Well, just call me when you need a three-way call. Plus, you should reach out to your upline. Now, if you get the second part, you got a problem. If you get the second part, you just been told you're a janitor. Get back to your section. You're not ready for the 17th floor. That's the sucky part about this business. This is why I'm the most hated positive person in network marketing. And I wear that like a badge of honor. I wrote a book exposing all this craziness, and a lot of so-called top earners, top leaders got really mad at me that I called it all out. But here's the thing. I want you to win. I want you to succeed. I don't want you to waste 3 to 5 years just to realize I just wasted 3 to 5 years without the right company or the right leader or the right product or the right service or the right compensation plan. You need to make a business decision, an educated business decision. And if you are already in business, make an educated evaluation as to where you are and where you need to be. And guess what? These 3 items that I just shared with you are the driving forces or the restraining forces. The driving forces meaning they're getting you to where you want to be. I have the right product and service, and I will buy it and tell everybody about it, even if I don't get paid for it. Number 2 is there's progression and growth in my compensation every 90 days. And, if it's not, I got to figure out what's happening, give it another 90 days. If it's not again, okay, there's a problem there. And number 3 is my support team as invested in me as I am in them. If the answer is yes, congratulations, you got the right spot. If the answer is no, you need to have an honest conversation with you, with your family, with your spouse, with your leaders, and figure out what you need to do. Otherwise, you're just going to be another sales rep of a company that is growing while you are just a sales rep waiting for another commission. I hope that my message was received as positively as I intended it to be delivered to you, because I truly and genuinely want you to win. I don't want you to just be a sales rep or in a social club where you're just clapping for everybody. It is your time to be clapped for. It is your time to be celebrated. It is your time to get the earnings, the income, the lifestyle that you desire and deserve. And yes, network marketing is the best way, in my humble opinion, and in my professional opinion as well, that you can do so with a very low cost and minimum time that is available. But also it has to be done the right way or not done at all. If you're not doing it the right way, you are just pulling money and time out of your pockets and out of your life and giving them to someone else who's actually living the dream. I appreciate and thank each and every one of you. There are a lot of Zooms that are going on throughout the whole day, a lot of celebrations that are going on through the whole week. The Young Entrepreneur Project featured a crowdfunding initiative for one of our newest verticals. If you've missed the press release, let us know. We'll send it to you. If you want to be a shareholder, you can absolutely do so. We are still on final review of NASDAQ. We're excited about that. We have a Yep to Freedom tour in Philly this weekend on Saturday, 1 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's the link right there. It's going right there. You can go ahead and register. We reduced our pricing and made it an incredible event for so many of you. And we have so many fun events as well. So I appreciate and thank each and every one of you. And mega shout out to you for showing up yet again today. Peace out, everybody.